Are you tired of feeling exhausted and struggling with your weight or battling brain fog? What if I told you that the solution might be simpler than you think? In today's episode, I'm going to reveal why sleep could be the missing piece in your health puzzle. You'll discover how poor sleep may be sabotaging your weight loss efforts, messing with your mood, and even putting you at risk for serious health issues. Plus, I'm going to debunk common myths around sleep that might be holding you back from the rest that you desperately need. You'll learn why some of your current habits, yes, even that nightly drink, could be wreaking havoc with your sleep. But here's the thing, I'm not just going to tell you why sleep matters. I'm going to show you how achievable good sleep can be, even if you're a woman in midlife where you get insomnia. Now, if you've been putting sleep on the back burner, thinking that it's not as important as diet or exercise, this episode might just inspire you to change your habits. Don't miss out on this crucial information. Your best health and your best self might just be a few good nights' sleep away. Welcome to Total Health in Midlife, the podcast for women embracing the pivotal transformation from the daily grind to the dawn of a new chapter. I'm Elizabeth, your host and fellow traveler on this journey. As a life and health coach, I am intimately familiar with the changes and challenges we face during this stage. Shifting careers, changing relationships, our new bodies, and redefined goals and needs as we start to look to the future and ask, what do I want? In this podcast, we'll explore physical, mental, and emotional wellness, offering insights and strategies to achieve optimal health through these transformative years. Yes, it's totally possible. Join me in this amazing journey of body, mind, and spirit, where we're not just improving our health, but transforming our entire lives. Hey everyone, welcome to the Total Health in Midlife podcast. I am your host, Elizabeth Sherman, and I am so glad that you're here with me today. Now, can you believe that I am approaching my 200th episode? It is so amazing to think that I've been doing this for almost 4 years now. And to think that when I started, I didn't even think that I had a few episodes in me. So I am truly grateful for the opportunity to connect with you and wherever you are in the world. Today, I am revisiting an important topic, and it's the 5th habit in the series on the 8 basic habits of healthy people. And we are talking about sleep. Now, I have a few episodes that I've already recorded in the past about this topic, of course, and I will make sure to link those up in the show notes. I know what you are probably thinking, which is, I love sleep, but I just don't have the time. Or I wish I could get more sleep, and then followed by a long list of reasons why you can't. Trust me, I hear you. I hear it from my clients all the time. But what if I told you that prioritizing your sleep could significantly impact your overall health, especially as we are in midlife? So we're going to explore how sleep affects everything from your weight management to your mental clarity. We'll debunk some common myths, share real-life stories of transformation, and I'm going to give you insights in how I approach sleep issues with my clients. This isn't just about getting more shut-eye. It's about understanding why sleep is a fundamental pillar of your health and how it connects to the other aspects of your well-being. So let's dive in and discover how making sleep a priority could be a powerful step towards better health in midlife. So let's talk about the hidden impact of poor sleep. It's easy to brush off the importance of a good night's sleep, right? Especially when we're juggling so many other things in our lives. But the truth is, sleep affects nearly every aspect of our health, often in ways that we don't immediately recognize. First, let's talk about weight. You might be surprised to learn that a lack of sleep can actually make it harder to manage your weight. When we are sleep deprived, our bodies produce more ghrelin, And that's the hormone that makes us feel hungry. And we also produce less leptin, which is the hormone that signals fullness. Now, this imbalance can lead to overeating and cravings for certain high calorie foods. Plus, when we're tired, we're less likely to have the energy or motivation to exercise. But it's not just about weight. Sleep also plays a crucial role in our mental state, too. Chronic sleep deprivation can contribute to mood swings, anxiety, and even depression. It's a vicious cycle. Poor sleep affects our mood, and then our mood makes it harder to sleep well. Then there's decision making. Have you ever noticed how much harder it is to make good choices when you're exhausted? That's because sleep deprivation impairs our cognitive function, including our ability to make sound decisions. This affects everything from what we choose to eat to how we handle stress at work or in our relationships. Here's something that might surprise you. Lack of sleep can even impact our body's ability to regulate blood sugar. Now, there was a fascinating study featured in 60 Minutes a few years ago that showed when researchers interrupted test subjects' sleep for just a short period of time, they started exhibiting signs of prediabetes, even though their diets had not changed at all. Why do so many of us overlook the importance of sleep? Often it's because the effects aren't immediate. We might not connect our afternoon sugar cravings or our irritability with the poor night's sleep that we had. Plus, in our busy lives, sleep often feels like a luxury that we can't afford. We prioritize everything else: work, family, household chores, and sleep tends to get pushed to the bottom of the list. But here's the thing: by overlooking sleep, we're actually making everything else harder. Good sleep is the foundation that supports all other aspects of our health. It's not just about feeling rested. It's about giving our bodies the time that they need to repair, to regulate, and to recover. As women in midlife, many of us find ourselves facing sleep challenges that we never experienced before. It's not just you. Sleep issues are incredibly common during this stage of life. So let's break down the types of insomnia that many women experience and explore some of the reasons behind these sleep struggles. First, let's talk about the different ways that insomnia can show up. For some, it's the frustration of lying in bed, wide awake, unable to fall asleep. You're tired, but your mind just won't shut off. Others might fall asleep easily, only to wake up in the middle of the night, tossing and turning for hours. And then there's the early waking. Your eyes pop open at 4 a.m., and no matter how hard you try, you just can't get back to sleep. Why is this happening? Well, there are several factors at play, and understanding them is the first step to addressing your sleep issues. One major culprit is the lack of consistent bedtime routine. In our busy lives, it's easy to work right up until bedtime and then expect our brains to immediately switch off. But our bodies just don't work that way. We need time to wind down and signal to our brains that it's time to go to sleep. Now, without this transition period, we're often still mentally wired when we hit the pillow. Diet plays a crucial role too. That glass of wine that you enjoy to help you relax, it might just actually be disrupting your sleep. Alcohol can help you to fall asleep initially, but it often leads to restless sleep later on in the night. And similarly, eating heavy, spicy, or sugary foods close to bedtime can lead to discomfort or disrupted sleep patterns. And then there's the mental clutter. How many times have you laid awake, your mind racing with tomorrow's to-do list or replaying the day's events? This mental chatter can be a significant barrier to restful sleep. Without strategies to offload these thoughts, they can keep us awake for hours. Lack of the exercise is also another factor. It might seem counterintuitive, but regular physical activity can significantly improve our sleep quality. When we don't get enough movement during the day, we might find ourselves in that frustrating state of being mentally exhausted, but being physically restless. Hormonal changes in midlife can also impact our sleep. Fluctuations in estrogen and progesterone can lead to night sweats and sleep disturbances. This is why some women find their sleep issues intensifying during perimenopause and menopause. And lastly, let's talk about habits that might have served us in the past, but now are interfering with our sleep. Maybe you got into the habit of staying up late when your kids were young, and now you're struggling to reset your internal clock. Or perhaps you've developed a pattern of using screens late into the night, not realizing how the blue light is affecting your sleep cycle. Understanding these common sleep struggles and their underlying causes is super important because it helps us to realize that our sleep issues aren't just part of getting older, right? That's what we tell ourselves, or something that we have to resign ourselves to putting up with. With this information, we can start to make targeted changes to improve our sleep quality. And trust me, the impact of better sleep on your overall health and well-being can be completely transformative. So I want to share a story with you about my client, Rachel. And it really illustrates how transformative addressing sleep issues can be. When Rachel first came to me, she was struggling with a cycle of poor sleep habits that was really affecting every aspect of her life. Now, Rachel's evenings typically involved sitting on the couch with her husband, having a few glasses of wine, and then often falling asleep right there on the couch. So then she would wake up a little bit later, drag herself to bed, only to find herself in the bedroom that was far from conducive to restful sleep. Now, it was super interesting with Rachel. So while the rest of her house was immaculate, her bedroom had become this dumping ground for unfinished projects and clutter and shopping bags. And as a result of her disruptive sleep patterns, Rachel was constantly exhausted. She lacked motivation. She felt depressed. And she found herself reaching for sugary snacks and junk food to help increase her energy throughout the day. And so it was a vicious cycle. Poor sleep led to poor food choices, which in turn affected her sleep quality. And then it goes around and around and around again. So our first goal was to tackle Rachel's sleep environment and habits. We started out by decluttering her bedroom and turning it into as a beautiful space as the rest of her house. We addressed her habit of falling asleep on the couch by encouraging her to go to bed when she felt tired instead of staying up and wanting to watch TV. So we also looked at her evening routine, gradually reducing her alcohol intake and replacing it with more sleep-friendly alternatives. And so Rachel started implementing a wind down routine that helped signal to her body that it was time for sleep. The results were incredible. Within weeks, Rachel reported feeling more energized and motivated, and her mood improved just dramatically. And she found herself naturally gravitating towards healthier food choices. So the transformation went beyond just better sleep. It positively impacted the rest of her life. And so Rachel's story is a really powerful reminder of how addressing sleep issues can be a catalyst for overall health improvement. It's often the first domino that, when addressed, can lead to positive changes in multiple areas of your life. So let's tackle some of the common myths about sleep in midlife that might be holding you back from getting the rest that you deserve. It's time to separate fact from fiction and empower you with the truth about sleep. Myth number one is, I need less sleep as I get older. Now, this is something that we hear a lot, isn't it? So, this is a widespread misconception. While our sleep patterns may change with age, our need for sleep doesn't significantly decrease. Most adults, regardless of age, still need 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. What often changes is our ability to get this sleep in one uninterrupted block. But that doesn't mean we need less overall. Myth number 2 is insomnia is just part of aging and menopause, right? We'll hear that from other women. Oh, this is just part of it, right? Now, while sleep disturbances can become more common during menopause due to hormonal changes, insomnia is not an inevitable part of midlife. Many sleep issues are related to habits and environmental factors that we can control. And so, with the right strategies, you can improve your sleep quality regardless of your age or stage of life. Myth number 3 is if I can't sleep, I should just stay in bed until I drift off. Now, lying in bed awake for long periods of time can actually reinforce insomnia. So, if you can't sleep after about 20 minutes, it's better to get up, do some sort of calming activity in a low light, and then return to bed when you feel sleepy. This helps your brain associate your bed with sleep, not being awake. Now, myth number 4 is I can catch up on sleep on the weekends. Oh, this is one that I hear all the time. Now, while you might feel more rested after sleeping in on the weekends, you truly can't, quote unquote, catch up on lost sleep. Consistent sleep patterns are far more beneficial than alternating between sleep deprivation and oversleeping. Aim for a regular sleep schedule, even on weekends. Myth number 5 is alcohol helps me sleep better. Yeah. Many people use alcohol as a sleep aid, but it actually disrupts your sleep cycle. Now, while it might help you to fall asleep faster initially, it often leads to poorer quality sleep and more frequent wake ups during the night. And finally, myth number 6 is I can train myself to need less sleep. Yeah. Now, this one is a super dangerous myth. While you might be able to function on less sleep for a while, chronic sleep deprivation has serious health consequences. You can't train your body to need less sleep any more than you can train yourself to need less food or water. The most important thing to remember is that quality sleep is achievable in midlife. Yes, there might be new challenges to navigate, but with the right approach, you can enjoy restorative, rejuvenating sleep. It's not about sleeping like you did in your 20s. It's about finding what works for you and your body now and creating habits that support your sleep needs. Don't resign yourself to poor sleep. With some adjustments and the right strategies, you can significantly improve your sleep quality and, by extension, your overall health and well being. Now, when we talk about improving health, especially for women in midlife, sleep often takes a back seat to more visible factors like diet and exercise. But here's the truth. Quality sleep is the foundation upon which all other aspects of health are built. It's the hidden powerhouse that can create a positive ripple effect throughout the rest of your life. So let's start with weight management, a common concern for many of my clients. Improved sleep doesn't just make it easier to stick with your healthy eating plan, it actually changes your body's physiology. When you're well rested, your body produces less of the hunger hormone ghrelin and more of the satiety hormone leptin. This means you're naturally less likely to overeat or reach for those high calorie snacks. Plus, with more energy from better sleep, you're more likely to be active during the day, further supporting your weight management goals. But the benefits go far beyond the scale. So think about your mood and your mental health. Quality sleep is like a nightly reset button for your brain. It helps regulate emotions, reduce stress, and alleviate symptoms of anxiety and depression. Many of my clients report feeling more positive, resilient, and emotionally balanced once they improve their sleep habits. Your cognitive function gets a significant boost too. Memory, focus, and decision making all improve with better sleep. This means that you're more productive at work, more present in your relationships, and better equipped to handle life's challenges. It's not just about feeling less foggy, it's about sharpening your mental acuity and enhancing your overall quality of life. Let's not forget about the impact of your physical health. Good sleep strengthens your immune system, helping you to fend off illnesses more effectively. It also plays a crucial role in regulating your blood sugar levels and reducing risk of type 2 diabetes. Now, for women in midlife, this is particularly important as our risk for certain health conditions increases. So, even your skin benefits from better sleep. During deep sleep, your body produces more collagen, helping you to keep your skin looking youthful and vibrant. It's not vanity, it's about feeling confident and comfortable in your own skin. I will often start with sleep as a habit with my clients, even if their goal is a weight loss goal, because everything hinges on our sleep. Sleep is a cornerstone habit. When we improve sleep, we create a foundation that makes every other health goal more achievable. Think about it. When you're well rested, you have more energy and more willpower to make healthy food choices. You're more likely to stick to your exercise routine, and you're better equipped to handle stress without turning to unhealthy coping mechanisms. In essence, good sleep creates a positive domino effect, making it easier to adopt and maintain other healthy habits. Moreover, focusing on sleep often feels more achievable for many women as it doesn't require drastic lifestyle changes or strict diets. Small, manageable adjustments to your sleep routine can yield significant results, creating early wins that boost motivation and confidence. By prioritizing sleep, we're not just addressing one aspect of health, we're setting the stage for comprehensive well being. It's about creating a strong foundation that supports all other health goals. When you improve your sleep, you're not just getting more rest, you're unlocking your body's natural ability to thrive in every aspect of your life. Now, when it comes to addressing sleep issues in my coaching practice, I take a holistic, individualized approach. I view sleep not as an isolated problem, but as an integral part of your overall health picture, deeply connected to nutrition, your physical activity, stress management, and even your daily routines. The first step in my approach is always assessment. So we start by thoroughly examining your current sleep patterns, your habits, and your environment. This isn't just about how many hours you're sleeping, it's about understanding the quality of your sleep, your bedtime routines, your sleep environment, and how you feel when you wake up in the morning. We'll also look at other factors that might be impacting your sleep, such as stress levels, diet, exercise habits, and even your work schedule. One tool that I often use is a sleep diary. For a week or two, you'll track not just your sleep times, but also factors like what you ate, drank, your stress levels, your activities throughout the day. And so this gives us valuable insights into patterns and potential sleep disruptors that you might not have noticed on your own. So based on this assessment, we develop a personalized sleep strategy. And this isn't just a one-size-fits-all approach. What works for one person might not work for another, which is why individualization is super important. For some clients, we might focus on creating a consistent bedtime routine. Now, for others, we might need to address dietary habits that are interfering with her sleep. And for some, stress management techniques might be the missing piece of the puzzle. I also emphasize the importance of experimenting and adjusting. We'll try different strategies and closely monitor their effects. Maybe we'll start with adjusting your bedroom environment or adjusting your diet based on what you're eating. We'll see how these changes impact your sleep, and then we'll refine our approach based on what works best for you. Education is a big part of my coaching process too. I believe that understanding the why behind our strategies can be incredibly motivating. And so we'll discuss the science of sleep, how it impacts various aspects of your health, and why certain habits are helpful or harmful to good sleep. Throughout this process, we're not just focusing on sleep in isolation. We're looking at how improvements in sleep quality can impact the other areas of your life, your energy levels, your food choices, your stress management, and even your relationships. Often, as sleep improves, clients find it easier to make positive changes in the other areas of their health. Keep in mind that the goal isn't perfection, it's about progress and finding sustainable strategies that work for your lifestyle. With patience, consistency, and the right individualized approach, better sleep is absolutely achievable, setting the stage for improvements in all aspects of your health and well being. Now, as I wrap up this episode, I want to emphasize how crucial sleep is to your overall health. I've shared how sleep impacts your weight, your mental health, your decision making abilities, and even your blood sugar regulation. I've hopefully debunked any sleep myths that you might have and highlighted how quality sleep can help create a positive ripple effect in the rest of your life. Remember Rachel's story? It's why I often focus on sleep first in my coaching approach, even when clients come to me with different primary goals. Now, if you're struggling with sleep issues, know that you're not alone. And more importantly, that there are solutions. Quality sleep is achievable with the right strategies and support. I invite you to take the first step towards better sleep and overall health. If you're tired of feeling exhausted, struggling with your weight, or feeling like you're not performing your best, let's talk. I'm offering a special I know what to do, I'm just not doing it strategy call. During this call, we'll discuss your specific sleep challenges and start mapping out a personalized plan to improve your sleep and, by extension, your overall health. To schedule your call, just go to elizabethsherman.com/call and don't let another restless night pass you by. Take action now and prioritize your sleep. It could be the key to unlocking your best health yet. Remember, good sleep isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. And by investing in your sleep, you're investing in every aspect of your health and well-being. Here's to a better night's sleep and brighter days ahead. That's all I have for you today. Have an amazing week. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in today. Now, if you enjoy the podcast and are ready to take the next step in addressing your health concerns, I would love to invite you to schedule an I know what to do, I'm just not doing it strategy call. In this 60-minute session, we will explore what's holding you back and create a personalized action plan. You will gain clarity, support, and practical steps to move you forward. Visit elizabethsherman.com/call to book your call now. You can transform your health, and I would love to be there to help.